Okay, we're looking at explore number 6 of describing populations. What are the differences between type 1, type 2, and type 3 survivorship curves? Okay, so go ahead and write that down on your notes, draw your template, put the date down, and write down what you know or think. What are the differences between type 1, type 2, and type 3 survivorship curves? Okay, so we'll go ahead and start with this title here, Survivorship Curve. We'll go ahead and make that Roman numeral 1. Okay, and we're just going to take the definition right out of your text. It's a type of graph that shows the rates of survival for individuals at various ages in a population. And you can see that's exactly what we wrote down here. So there's 3 types of survivorship curves that you'll come across. There's what we call type 1. Okay, and we're just going to take our text and kind of make sure that's paralleling there. A type 1 survivorship curve describes a population in which long lifespans are typical. You tend to have a long juvenile period. That's kind of your age before you're reproductively active. You tend to have few offspring. There's a greater parental care. Kind of sounds like humans, maybe you're thinking, and you would be right to say that. Other large mammals as well could be included in this type 1 type of structure here. Okay, if we were to draw that out, it might look something like this. We may have a graph. And we may say that you have, throughout your life, you tend to have a high survivability, and then you kind of drop off as you get older. So this would be type 1, right? Um, High survival, right? When you're young to midlife, and then as we get to old, that's when we see the survivorship drops down, the survivability drops down. Okay. Okay. Type 2, similar to a straight line, as death rates are fairly consistent among individuals of all age groups. So whereas in ours, we tend to see people die at the older age, in type 2 organisms, they kind of die with the same frequency at the same rate, whether you're young, whether you're middle aged, or whether you're older. These organisms are faced with consistent risk of mortality throughout their lives. They produce a medium number of offspring, and they provide some parental care. Examples might be some invertebrates, rodents, and most birds. Okay, so this kind of curve might look something like this, right? And what we might see is we may see something like this. Okay, a straight line. straight line equals what? A constant rate of mortality. We're mortal. We all are going to die, right? So constant rate of mortality. And when I think of rodents, I think about, say, a rabbit, for example. It's born, and there's a good chance that rabbit's not going to survive in its younger life. It's going to get eaten up by an owl or a cat or a dog. And as it gets into middle life and older life, it's going to continue to face those risks, right? Okay, so type 3. All right, we're just kind of moving along there. Just kind of scroll there. Depicts populations in which mortality rates are significantly higher for younger individuals versus those in older age groups. So, these organisms tend to produce many offspring and to provide little parental care. Examples are insects or annual plants. Okay. So the curve here would look something like this. We would draw our lines. And if you're starting off with a high population, you're going to see your population drop off significantly when you're young. And then if you can make it past your youth, then you may have a pretty good chance of making it to old age at that point there. Okay. So that's kind of what that looks like there. And this would be a type 3 survivorship curve. All right. Let's go ahead. Make sure you guys write your summary paragraph. Okay. And I think that we gave you all the information, and we're just making sure that all of the information was visible to you guys. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you soon, okay? Make sure you write that summary paragraph at the end.